Let's start with this. Katleho Bereng has been laid to rest in Bloemfontein today. His body was used as a decoy in the elaborate escape plot of convicted murderer and rapist Thabo Bester from the Mangaung Correctional Center last year. Calls for justice have been echoed throughout the funeral proceedings. Katleho has been described as reliable, hands-on and trustworthy. Speaker after speaker has described his death as a huge loss, not only to his family, but to the community as well. Judy Williams, a branch chairperson of the Bloemfontein Celtic Supporters Club, who Katleho was a member of, has called on authorities to ensure that justice prevails around the circumstances surrounding his death. Well, SABC News reporter Ishmael Modiba has been attending that funeral and joins me now. Ishmael, Katleho's family has, for the first time, I believe, revealed some details around his death. Can you tell us about that?
Well, good evening, Francis. Go
ahead, Ishmael. We may have
like
some interference. Go ahead.
Now. Well, it looks like the family is now opening up now with the aunt Katleho Bereng saying that it looks like there is more to what what is known now with rumors and allegations of what might transpire in the death of Katleho. You would remember that Katleho disappeared. The family, as they reported him missing last year in March. So from March last year up until this year, recently, that's when the body resurfaced, when the incident or the alleged or the escape of Thabo Bester. But now what transpired is that the family only knew from the report that there have been, that according to report, like it was stated that a blunt object was used. But it looks like, as the family are explaining, there might have been, disagreements with his friends after when they went out for a drinks. So it looks like we are still going to hear from from authorities as the investigation, unveil as to what transpired when they went out on that particular day when they went out for drinks and who those friends are, because it is not yet known who those particular friends that he went out with. So it's still subject of investigation as to it will be unveiled or revealed as to who and when and what happened on that particular fateful day.
All right, and then, after his death, there are huge concerns about how his body was handled. What do we know about the investigation by the Free State Health Department about how his body ended up in the wrong hands?
Well, the Free State Department of Health, since the whole saga has started, they haven't, said anything, but all that they have left it to the police investigation to conduct their business. But what we know is that the body of, Katleho was taken at the government mortuary, and that's where the Free State Department of Health must step in to account as to how the body was taken out. Just to give us the processes, if maybe there was some negligence of some sort, but up until thus far they haven't spoken on the issue, and that is a worry or a concern on the side of the family. But that is the matter that is left in the hands of the investigation to probe further and dig into what happened in this regard.
All right, so many questions left unanswered. Were there any high-profile attendants at this funeral today, Ishmael?
There were high-profile people who attended. I'm talking about the representative of King Litsie from Lesotho, that is Chief Masopa Bereng, who attended on behalf of the royal family, as we were told that the king could not attend the funeral as he was already attending the coronation of Prince Charles in London. So those are some of the highlights of this funeral. As we know, we were told that Katleho Bereng's family has strong relations with the royal family in Lesotho. And just to go back a little bit, I must say that as we have seen throughout the day when the funeral was taking place, it was quite an emotional funeral, particularly for the mother who had to be subdued and get medical attention. And on the other hand, the funeral nearly got out of hand with the die-hard supporter of the erstwhile Bloemfontein Celtic Club. That is the supporters who are part of Katleho, who were also part of Katleho Bereng's life. And on Thursday, we saw on Thursday that they also arranged their own memorial service where they honor the life and times of Katleho Bereng, as they told us that they lived with him. Katleho was part and parcel of them. He was part of their structure. He used to organize and lead from the front. So that's what we saw on Thursday. It was a well-organized memorial, but today things got a little bit tense and got out of hand. But those who were in charge of the program managed to calm the emotions of the supporters of Bloemfontein Celtic to follow the program, because what they complained about was that they felt that they were, excluded from today's funeral program. They wanted to be part of the entire program. Not only because their representatives were there, but they wanted, to be like. To be fully in charge in terms of the singing, to show to the people that this is the kind of life that Katleho lead and used to live with us. So, but the situation was calm and returned to normal, and the procession or the program went on as planned. And it was like I'm saying, at some stage you could feel the emotions inside the hall, that a lot of people are still affected, particularly the family and the mother, who showed a lot of emotions.
All right, thank you very much, SABC's news reporter Ishmael Modiba.